Okay, take 4.
Are we here?
I hope that this time we did it right. Take 49.
Guess who's back?
That's so old, Crystal.
Hey, is that us?
Yes.
It's us. Hello. Why am I so delayed?
Okay. Well, that would explain why we've been live for a few minutes and no one's been here. We apologize for the fact that we are not
Technical difficulties.
savvy. What did I decide on? Vacate mode. So I need an A. Well, you had to cut my string.
How did I do this last night without dropping it, or last time without dropping it off the bottom?
That I don't know. Oh, I need 2 A's. I'm an idiot. Oh, I almost got excited. I was like, oh, there's someone here, but it's just us. Somebody come play with us. We want to talk to people because we're bored.
Why are my hands shaking tonight?
Are you nervous about your skills as a bracelet maker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I need reading glasses almost. I can't see.
Sissy? Yes, I'm not worried about what I'm just grabbing. So they don't have to be a certain, even though I'm getting annoyed because they're almost all bold.
I put 2 blues on here.
Oh no. Oh no, I forgot my D. I can't spell. That's a problem. Okay, now I'm looking for O's and an M and then a V. L. How do we go L in?
Because the W's can be used for W or M.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't tell the difference. That's why there's a million.
Okay. RSTUB. You know what I think it is? I think we have to find somebody to go live with that has followers.
Yeah.
That's not us.
It would make sense.
But who do we want to go live with?
I don't know.
Who wants to go live with us?
Yeah.
Raise your hands.
Adopt us.
Adopt us. That is correct. That's what we want. We want to be adopted. Any of these scream vacation. Oh, I kind of like the pink grapefruit and yellow grapefruit.
Hey, is somebody with us?
Somebody is with us.
Hello.
Hi. Today's plan is to start these bracelets and then get into chatting about the fact that we actually followed through. It's just Sean. We're not talking to you, Sean.
Hi. You know, that's funny. I was about to text him and tell him to come join us.
Don't make us talk to ourselves. All right, will you make my bracelet?
Yes.
Hey, Sean, we're going to Baltimore.
Twice.
For a total of like 3 hours.
No, I think it's an hour and a half on the first end and like 3.5 on the second.
Okay, so a total of like 5 hours.
Our favorite airport.
So she says.
We keep getting stuck there. They keep making us come back. I know they have a Chick-fil-A.
Do they?
Yep.
We're there on a Sunday. No, we're not. Yeah, we are.
We're there on a Monday.
I don't even know. I don't know when we're there. So I just want the grapefruit in between vacay mode. I think I do.
Yeah, I think we're there on a Monday. No. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because the cruise is the 29th and it's Sunday.
So we're there on a Saturday and a Monday.
Yep.
E.
So we can get Chick-fil-A.
You know.
And hopefully our gates don't get changed last minute again.
300 times.
And then I'm like running across the Baltimore airport. We're gonna miss our flight and I want to go home.
Baltimore airport's no fun.
Nope.
So, I know we discussed the fact that we were probably going to fly out of Orlando.
Yeah.
That changed. It ended up being that the flight was only, I think, like, what, $100 difference?
Yeah.
And then it was a really early flight, so we were going to have to stay in a hotel the night before. And then driving down to the gas, the hotel, the food, it was going to be about the same, and parking.
Yeah.
It was going to be about the same. So, or actually I think a little more than the difference. So we booked from Charleston.
Yeah.
Which gives us a suckier flight because now it's not just a straight shot.
Yeah, because those were nonstop on Southwest. These, we go up to come back.
And then up and then down. And then, yeah. We
I think our first travel day is 8 hours or 9 hours, and our second travel day is 8 hours.
No, the first one's shorter because it has a shorter
But they include the layovers.
It's okay. We'll be fine.
They have those neat chairs, right? Or was that a different airport? Where was that?
That was
Newark.
Yeah, that was Newark. We did like the Newark chairs.
Take a nap.
Yeah, we did. Well, we tried. People would not be quiet.
I can't sleep on a plane or
even
in an
when
airport.
like that plane left, it was immediate just mayhem in our section. I'm gonna do dark green this time.
But I'm hoping there'll be some good shows on by September, and I can watch something.
We'll do this like soft pink. Yeah, because we don't have internet, so we're gonna need
We don't?
I don't think so. I think you have to pay for internet.
But remember how I did that with Verizon? I mean,
No, we are not picking our noses. I promise. One more color. I'm gonna do white.
Yeah. I need my letters.
Okay, we'll get over there.
B.
I'm gonna do dark green,
A.
yellow, pink, white. Sound good?
Uh-huh. I need from the back end. Can you get me?
No, you get your own letters.
Exactly.
Bitch. You're on my toe.
She's being rude to me.
I am a Rudy Patootie. So yes, we've officially booked the flights. We now cannot back out of going to San Juan.
Nope.
Can now not back out of going on this cruise, which was never going to happen anyway. But just saying.
But now.
So now the stress starts of
finding a place to stay.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a hotel or Airbnb booked yet.
But we did find a hotel that was within our budget.
Mm-hmm.
That looks fancy as... Oh, I put that on backwards. Well, guess what? I don't care. That is like super fancy. But it's a little farther out. Like, not... I say a little farther out, like...
It's like, what, 4 miles? Like 15 minutes, but still.
Versus staying in a really tiny Airbnb right in Old San Juan.
Like right in the bar district. Like right across the street is a ton of bars. So
we have to make it... Like, now, are we going to have time to go out and go to the bars? I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah.
Are we going to have the energy to go out and go to the bars?
But
are we gonna want a nice, squishy, comfortable bed?
how do you know it's gonna be squishy?
Because that's a bougie ass hotel.
But then I'm not gonna want to sightsee. I'm gonna want to stay at the hotel.
It has a rooftop pool.
Right. I'm gonna want to stay at the hotel. I'm not gonna care about San Juan.
Oh, I think we will care about San Juan.
But at least I could go out that night and go party with the Puerto Ricans.
Crystal,
Yes.
I have changed my pattern every time I put it on.
Oh my god. You need a bracelet, Sean.
You make it. It's too much trouble.
I'm gonna be very picky with where I put these on the ship because I'm gonna be like,
I'm like,
you don't deserve my bracelet.
I don't think anyone's getting my St. Lucia bracelet.
B-A-R-B-A.
Spell Barbados, Crystal.
D. Oh. Oh, I forgot S. Where's that?
Barbados, Crystal.
How's the weather up there, Sean?
Is it as hot as it is down here?
Mm-hmm.
Literally suffocating on air.
Satan's armpit.
No, that's Colombia. We at least have the ocean breeze.
Okay. What ocean breeze are you talking about?
I feel like it's been 140 down here lately.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me is the word you're looking for.
Kind of on my S.
Yes, so we leave out of Charleston relatively early.
I think it's 7 a.m. Santa's coming.
To Barbados. Oh my god. We're flying to Barbados now, people. We fly to Baltimore. We stay in Baltimore for a hot little minute. And then we fly to San Juan. And then...
No, that's not what I wanted.
We find our ship.
We find it.
If it's
The
findable.
Only one in port. I don't think we're going to miss it.
Oh. Well, we might look over it.
Sure.
Only 90? Like with the heat index? Because I think it was
Wow.
95 before the heat index today.
What are y'all people doing up there?
You want that snow back, Sean.
Mm-hmm. They're probably freaking out up there. Shoot, I had a lady today from Minnesota, and she's ready to move out of Charleston because she can't handle the weather.
It's brutal. This summer's been bad. Last summer was not this bad. Like, last summer was, like, breathable.
Excuse me. Yeah, she was so over it. She was ready to go.
He's having a cocktail.
I want one.
You can't drink. You have a procedure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually found this juice at Aldi. And
Oh,
it's... Hey, this current one expires September 12th, or I would have gone back and gotten like 5 more for tailgate season. So I'm really hoping to keep it a little bit longer so that I can get the expiration dates further in the year. I can't remember if it's something I've seen all year or if it's like summer, but it's strawberry guava mojito.
You lost me at mojito.
It's so good. I've had 2 glasses of it already. I don't have any rum or I make a drink, but it's good. It tastes just like a mojito.
Not a mojito, because they're disgusting.
So if I can manage to get some more bottles.
Mojitos are like the worst for me. It's the mint.
Yeah, you don't like the mint.
And because every time I take a sip of it, I get the leaf in my mouth. No matter what I do, even though Crystal said this one doesn't have any in it, I still found one. Please tell me why mojitos don't sit with me. I don't know.
But I love anything guava.
I didn't even guava is good.
So I saw that and I picked it up. So it's a 1.5 liter thing too. And I normally bring a 2 liter bottle to tailgates. So I'm thinking this might actually work if they keep it for a little bit longer.
But yeah, so that was all I got. My brain is, it's been a week.
Yep, it is.
We literally sat down, was it 3 days ago, and tried to plan a Margaritaville at Sea Cruise for the end of July.
We sure did.
But, it just isn't working.
I mean, it can work.
It can work, but do we want to drive 10 hours for a 48-hour cruise to drive 10 hours back?
8 hours? It is not even to Miami.
Almost.
It's before Fort Lauderdale.
Well, I'm going to want to stop at the bookstore.
Oh my God. And it's a mandatory Buc-ee's trip. So.
Exactly. So, there you go. There's another 4 hours.
Oh, shut up.
We never can just drive in Florida.
Nope.
Always have somewhere to stop, like Second and Charles, so I can spend $80 on 12 books, and
spend your life.
Buc-ee, so Crystal can buy food, even though I really want some more beef jerky.
Hey, I want that sweatshirt, and by September, it's going to make sense that I can buy that sweatshirt
We're
because
not driving in Orlando.
Oh, Jesus.
September.
Oh, God. Duh.
You just made yourself so sad, didn't you?
Yes, I sure did.
Yeah, we love a good Buc-ee's.
Because I'm not going to want to buy the sweatshirt in July.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't buy it in June.
We're ridiculous.
I can't justify spending $25 on a sweatshirt that I'm not going to wear till like January. I just can't do it.
As you're wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
I just finished sorbet, and I'm chilly. Well, I was till we got the fan off.
I don't wear sweatshirts as I'm wearing one right now.
Oh, my knee.
We have some new friends on. Hi, new friends.
Friends, I can't. God, my eyesight is horrible.
Say hi so we know who's here.
I need to get an eye exam, clearly. But no, maybe not, because I'll leave that second pair of glasses on the boat again.
Yeah, we have gifted a lot of things to cruise ships. They should be thankful. Mimi left him a whole wardrobe one time.
And someone who's very blind can use my glasses.
What have I left? I know I've left things before. I'm still trying to find that one packing cube, so maybe that's what I left with all my stuff in it.
True.
This one's coming along pretty fast. It's because you taught me your trick.
What trick?
Of putting more than one on at a time.
Oh, and here I am doing one at a time.
Oh, Lord. We also had a thought. Just a random thought.
Do you see the smoke coming out her ears?
That was so mean. I'm very smart. Of maybe focusing
I'm just looking.
on more plus size travel, since we are plus size girlies.
Hashtag plus size.
I know it's a not a market that is covered thoroughly. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah. And I do know that I can fly on Southwest without a seatbelt extender.
Oh, really? Because that's good to know, because
I think, right?
I thought Southwest was the first one we had to ask for it on.
No, we've only flown Southwest once.
Exactly. I thought that was the first time I ever had to ask for one. I've only had, that one, was it, what leg of the Alaska trip back did we not have to? And we were like, oh.
The leg back?
Yeah.
That was United.
Oh, thank you, United. But it was all the same. So it was just a different size of plane.
Yeah. I think they've already put what planes we're getting. I think we're getting the 736 or 737-8 again. I'm like, can we not get a different plane? Maybe one that doesn't fall apart? Oh, burn.
But that's our thoughts. Obviously, I mean, we're just trying to like find a good niche here on the YouTubes.
And I mean, you know, I'm always Googling plus size stuff.
Same. Look, my bracelet is. I don't even know if I should put more on.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm always like trying to figure out, especially with the flights, like, you know, how big the seats are. And, you know, we're not tall.
No.
So we don't have to worry about leg room.
5 feet.
So, there's that.
But you know, I know a lot of people worry about the size of the staterooms, the size of the bathrooms, you know, excursions.
They have weight limits.
You know, like especially an excursion where you have to wear a life jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, like, we just went to Volcano Bay, and that was like the one thing I was super worried about is when you go in the crazy river rapids or whatever, you have to wear one of their life jackets. And I was like, well, goodness, like, is that going to fit me?
Yeah.
But side note, they did have what was an extra large.
Yeah.
Doesn't meet in the middle, but it snaps.
Yeah. And see, and mine was tighter in the stomach. It was like cutting me in the stomach, where yours was tighter up here.
Yeah, and the breasts.
Breasts.
The breasts. I have 7 of them. Sometimes it feels that way.
That was just funny how you said that. I don't know why.
So we're thinking of kind of narrowing down our niche into that. But it's a thought. So, you know, weigh in. Tell us what you think. I think mine is done.
I gotta put some more on each side.
I thought we should have brought the super glue up here.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's cute. It's finito, though. It says vaca. I probably should have put a Y in there. Brack. It just says vaca.
Vaca mode.
Oh, well. That's what it says.
Who can't spell now?
That's how I spell vacay when I'm writing out my budget. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
It is. I'm not taking them off, so.
Well, at least you didn't put them on upside down like I did the other day.
You can't put them on upside down. You just turn the bracelet around.
Backwards, then.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that you can do.
Yeah, whatever. I had to take them all off to fix it.
Oh. So, we've covered our flights are booked. We're going to San Juan. We've covered the fact that we still need to find a place in San Juan
To stay.
A
day in the beginning and a day at the end.
Yeah. And unfortunately, none of them are gonna have airport transportation, because I feel like if they did, that would make the decision so much easier. Like if the hotel had transport to the cruise ship or to the airport, like that would be like we're taking the hotel.
And that's why like staying in Old San Juan, it would be cool because we'd be super close and we just have to hop on an Uber, a taxi, whatever they have in Puerto Rico. I don't know.
Our horse-drawn carriage, that's all we know.
I mean, I treat them like they're like a third world country or something. Like, it is the United States. They probably have Uber.
They probably have Uber. I'm sure everywhere has Uber at this point.
I don't know.
Mexico has Uber.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Then why did we take that low card that almost drowned us?
Okay.
And our luggage.
Well, because I think taxis are cheaper still.
That little Toyota Echo. And there was a tropical depression happening and we were trying to get to the airport.
Yeah.
And that thing, I thought we were going to die.
Airport's still open.
All of us in the Echo and like all 4 or 5 pieces of our luggage.
The trunk was open. We were holding on for everything for dear life. And it just fallen down the marble steps in the rain. Twisted my ankle all up. That was an interesting. That's why we don't do all inclusive. That's why we don't do all inclusives, right, Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're murderous.
Here's Barbados.
Oh, the colors you chose were pretty.
It is the Barbadian colors. Is that a word?
So smart, Crystal. I didn't do that when I did St. Lucia. I just made it pretty.
Yep, Barbados, blue and yellow, and a little starfish.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Look how fast we did that one. That was good. That was a good one. I'm proud of us. We're going to do these faster. No, I'm not going to start another one.
How long have we been on here?
Well, after our failed attempts at getting on, guys, really, I had it in the calendar, had it set up, and then I didn't realize that I had to switch the orientation. Because we used to do these through StreamYard, I think it was. I think that's what we used to use. And, well, I honestly kind of forgot how to use StreamYard to do it. So just been doing it through YouTube. And, well, maybe I should go back because I'm not very good at doing it through YouTube either.
And, well.
Are you making another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know that I want my hands to be that busy anymore. I guess we could tell them some cruise war stories.
Oh, God. War stories?
Or just, you know, funny stories.
What are we telling?
I don't know. What stories do y'all want to hear? About the time we met 2 older ladies on our first ever cruise?
I feel like we told that story.
It's been a long time if we have. We could tell you about the time we almost stayed in Nassau with Jamal.
Oh, that was a good one.
We could tell you about how I almost got married in Jamaica.
I really, really loved that cruise.
What else? What other stories can we tell them about? We had 4 people on here. Now we only have 2. It's kind of sad.
What the?
What the? You got white, not yellow.
No, I needed white. It just got more yellow. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, about the time we went to the place in the Bahamas and we had to carry Mimi back to the ship.
I'm going to carry Mimi back to the ship. Even though I feel like that's a story for Mimi to tell.
And security got her.
Yeah. Security.
Damn security. They don't let us have any fun.
And there's a time we met the famous football player.
Oh, yeah.
Well, semi-famous. I'd say he's like, I mean, he plays football. But he was super cool, though.
Him and his friends was cute.
There's the guy we met on the horizon with the first cruise back and then saw him again.
In the fur shorts?
In the fur shorts, yep.
Yep. We need to get his name next time we see him.
That's true. We see him all the time. So come on. We want to know what story y'all want to hear. Or what story do we want to tell?
I don't know.
Come on, vote. Stories. What story do y'all want?
Nobody's talking to us.
They gotta tell us what story they want. I think my favorite story is Connie and Rose still, but it was also our first cruise.
Yeah.
First ever. Yeah, let's start with that. First ever cruise, first ever story time live.
Woo!
Should I start? I'm a good storyteller, and I tell I tell this story really well.
You're a better storyteller than I am because I get ADD squirreled.
So, we should start with, this was supposed to be a big group cruise. Like a big group cruise. We got talked in going on this cruise by some of her friends who told us they had already booked said cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 weeks before we're supposed to leave, we booked, we have our passport cards, we're ready to go. They're like, oh, we never booked. And we're like, seriously? So yeah, you're sending 2 girls by themselves on a trip when we've never gone on a cruise before. Like this was supposed to be like this big trip.
Never been out of the country.
Yeah. So we go, I think we drove in like the day of, like we had no idea what we were doing. And we were going on the Monarch of the Seas, which
I swear to God, it's a sister ship of the one we're going on.
it's a tiny, teeny, tiny little thing, but we loved her. And we check in, we go through the whole check-in process, And this is back when like you checked in and then they sat you in the seats, like, and you waited for a while to be able to board. And our seats were like this far apart facing each other. Like you couldn't walk down the aisle. And so
there was no 6 feet apart.
No. Yeah, this was 2009. So Crystal and I
That was a good year.
It was a good year. I graduated high school. We won the Kelly Cup. Like, it was a good year.
Good year.
And the Pins won the Stanley Cup. It was just a good year. So we're sitting, like, facing one way, and there's this, like, couple across from us. Like, they looked like they were, like, newlyweds.
Woo!
Like, very, like, you know, young and in love. And then there was, like, just random people, like, you know. And then it was Connie and Rose. And they walked up and down this line of young, because we were all very young, and then it was Connie and Rose. And they started walking up and down the line talking to people. Great, right? They introduced themselves, but like it wasn't just, hi, I'm Connie, hi, I'm Rose. It was, hi, I'm Connie, and this is Rose. She's a diabetic, and this and this and this, and like learn their life story, okay? And so,
weren't they from New York?
I don't remember, but I thought they lived in Florida then. Like, I thought they were, like, snowbirds or whatever.
Maybe.
So, we're thinking, okay, like, we just met these two nice older ladies, whatever. Like, you know, we get on the ship. We have no idea what we're doing. All we know is we then keep running into Connie and Rose. And I was 18, so I can't drink on the ship. But Crystal could.
Mm-hmm.
But Connie and Rose, they could. And boy, did they. To the point where, like, Rose was like, don't call me Rose. And we were like, okay, well, what do we call you? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, how about diabetical? And she was like, I love it. And so it was Connie and diabetical. And that was what we called them. Why, I don't know. But that was her choice in life. But when we were up on, we had gone to the funnest, so like the first day, like, you know, like you sleep, whatever, the first day, it was.
You sleep?
All right, it was not embarkation day. It was the first sea day.
Oh God!
And we're at the Funna Shore shopping show because again we had no idea what to expect where we were going. And in comes diabetical, aka Rose, and she sits down with us, and we're like, "Hey," and we're like, "Where's Connie?" And she's like, "No idea. Haven't seen her since late last night." And we're like, and you're not concerned that she didn't come back to your cabin? And she's like, well, it's just, you know, we're like, okay, Connie. And then we are up on the pool deck later that afternoon. And I mean, like, later that afternoon, like 3 o'clock, something like that. And here walks Connie, and she's covered in, like, dirt, soot, ash all over her face, all over her clothes. And we're like, Connie, like, we saw Rose at the shopping show, and she had no idea where you were. She hadn't seen you. Where were you? And she was like, I got locked in some kind of boiler room. And we're like, what? You got locked where? She says, yeah, I wandered on the wrong set of stairs, opened the door, and it locked behind me. And I'm like, and how did you get out? She goes, well, a crew member finally went to go in there to look for something. And I was like, you got locked like in a crew only area? And she's like, yeah, I got locked in like a boiler room. And she's like, at this point, she must have been free for a little while because she was already hammered. And this guy walks up to her, like a worker, and she looks at him and she goes, sir, I've been underground for a while. What dick am I on? And we're like, we kind of stopped. We were like, is she being serious? And the guy kind of looks at her, and he just busts out laughing, and he was like, Connie, you're on the whatever. And we were like, oh, so he knows her. Like, she's a known individual. We missed Coco K.
We did?
Yes, remember they switched our ports for wind or whatever. And so we missed Coco K the next day, and we ended up porting in Nassau late at night. And
I need R and S.
Well, that's G. E, F, C. There's Z. Crystal,
Hold, please.
Hold the story, because Crystal's done taking these out of order. You must have dropped them or something.
Oh, wait, I have R. I need H.
Oh my God.
R, H, I need P and H.
Okay, well, there's P.
Thank you.
There's H.
Thank you. My apologies.
Okay, so we dock in Nassau, and they tell us we can get off, but we're not getting off. It's like dark. Like dark.
I thought we got off there. Wasn't that Jamal?
No, that was the next day.
Oh.
Remember, we docked at night, and they told us we could get off, but we were like, no, that's okay. But we went to the club, and like there's nobody in there because everybody's off in Nassau, like actually, partying.
I wonder what happened to that Polly D lookalike.
Oh, the St. Augustine boys.
I wonder what happened to them.
So we're in the club. There's like 5 people in there, and then it's like we're getting ready to go to bed at like 1 a.m. and here comes Connie and Rose, and they're like, y'all missed it. We were in Nassau at this local bar, and we're like, okay, like this local bar. She goes, yeah, we bypassed all the tourist place. We went to the local bar. I think Connie's getting married tomorrow when we get back. And I'm like, okay, Connie, like this girl is just everywhere. And what did she, I can't remember like how it came about, but they wanted us to go with them to wherever this bar was the next day. And we were like, well, we're going swimming with the dolphins, like, and then we were going to go to Senior Frogs. And they were like, okay, we'll meet you at Senior Frogs. Boy, did they. We swam with the dolphins. We got back. Did we get back on the boat? Like back on the Monarch and then change and then get back? I can't remember. I feel like we were dressed, but either way, I could drink. We had a good time, like personally, but watching them do the conga line shots, and they were they were like, if they said, here's something, here, do this, they did it. And they did it like hardcore. And we're over here like, I'm not doing that. Like I'm 18 and I'm not doing that. They're 60s, 70s, like crazy. And then, so the next day we were supposed to go to Coco Cay, but we were going in later. And so that morning we run into them, and she was like, y'all, I was up in the gym and I was on the bike and I was just going. And I thought I was going to take that bike right off the side of the ship. What are you looking for now? Oh gosh. There you go.
Thank you.
I thought I was going to take that bike right off the side of the ship. I had to go get the worker, making sure it was still on there. And I was like, wow, you were really pedaling. She goes, I was just pedaling. I don't really remember what part of that was funny, but it was funny that she was just so concerned that she was pedaling off the side of the ship. But they were in the club with us every night, every single night. We left before them most nights.
They are my inspiration in life.
Yes. And then we were dead to the world on debarkation morning. And they had asked us to go to breakfast. We were like, sure. They were like, we'll call your room when we're getting ready to go. And we're like, okay, sounds good. They called us at freaking 6 a.m. We were dead. We were like, oh, that's not, no, we love you, but no, we're sleeping. We got another like 45 minutes to sleep. So no, we're going to sleep. But we caught them before they got off, and we were like, we love you. If we could have cruised with them 74 more times.
Right.
Like, I would still cruise with them today.
Right. But unfortunately, I feel like they're not still with us.
No, they are. Connie and Diabetical are definitely still with us. Connie and Diabetical, if you're on here, find us. If you watch the YouTubes and you remember us from 2009 on the Monarch, we miss you.
They are my spirit animal.
Yeah. We should tell you all the times we've gone to Senior Frogs.
Oh, bless it, Lord.
In Nassau. The first time we met Jamal, they thought Crystal was my mom.
Yeah, and I was 21?
Yeah.
No, 22 by that point. I was 22 and she was 18.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like Jamal who thought she was my mom.
It was these drunk, ugly guys next to us.
He was nice.
He may have been nice, but he was ugly and drunk, clearly.
But yeah, we started talking to them at the bar, and he was like, oh, is that your mom? And I was like, no. It's my friend.
The thing is, though, I would have to be like my age now to have had you.
Right.
And I thought that was so offensive.
Crystal was so mad at him. He was so nice though. But that night, like, we stayed in Nassau like late. Like we had a late sail away.
I think that's the latest we've ever stayed in port.
We had a late sail away. I think it was like 9 or 10.
No, it was later than that. I think we left Senior Frogs at 10:30.
Oh gosh. Okay, maybe you're probably right. I just remember it was so late and we're trashed. I mean, like we had the yard drinks we had done. I don't know how many loops around with the shots, and we go back and like I don't know, like this is like pre the new Nassau, and so like you had this big metal gate that was like 70 million feet tall, and you came out of it in the middle, and we go to where the gate is supposed to be and it's closed, and we're like, oh my God, we missed the ship. We're not going to get back on. We're going to have to live in Nassau. And at this point, the bartender, Jamal, comes out and he's like, that's fine. You guys can live with me. And we're
I got 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, I got 2 bedrooms. He was hilarious. And I'm like, no, I want back on board. Like, I want to go home. And at this point, we're hysterical at the gate. And then this other couple walks up, and they were not at Senior Frogs. They were hysterical at the gate with us. And they're like, we're supposed to have like 45 more minutes. Like, what is going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea why. Like, we can't get back on board. And then we look to our right, and there's a security guard bent over laughing, trying to get our attention because the gate, they just moved the gate. I guess there must be like a second gate, and it's, I guess, like the main gate, and they just wanted us to move down there to come in. And I could, like, he was like going like this, and then he would just like double over laughing, and we were like,
it's not funny.
It's not funny. We were like in tears. And I'm like, you know, the rule is if you're visibly drunk when you're underage getting back on, like they can deny your boarding. And I was very clearly crying because I was visibly drunk. I was already like panicking, holding my yard drink from Senior Frogs. I wasn't trying to hide it or anything. That was a good one. The second time we went, it was Mexican Independence Day.
Oh my God, that's the best time.
The Bahamas celebrates Mexican Independence Day way better than Mexico. Because we've been in Mexico during Mexican Independence Day, and you wouldn't have ever known. We partied so hard at that Senior Frogs in the Bahamas. There's a cat in here.
Oh.
Scared the bejesus out of me. She just rubbed up against my leg. I'll let you out in a little bit, Mitz. So, we're in, I'm like, this is like the second time we've been to Mexico, or to the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
This is not even, like, we're not even seasoned cruisers at that point. It's like our second trip ever to Nassau. We're going right back to Senior Frogs. And, like, the first time we went, it was not dead, but not a lot of people in it. And, like, everyone was just sitting in the bar. And this time, like, there's nobody in the bar area. There's this back room that everyone's in. And it's like a DJ, and everyone in the Bahamas is there dancing. And we're like, what? This is wild. And so we're dancing. We're carrying on. We're having a grand old time. I did a beer chugging contest. And this is before I even drank any type of beer. Did a beer chugging contest. What else did we do? Limbo.
Mm-hmm.
I danced with a cop.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
An old man cop. Like, older man. He was very nice. Like, not, like, weird. We did, you know, obviously they do the conga line shots.
And whatever liquor, I kept asking them too. I was like, what is this?
So
like,
good.
It's amazing. Like, where do I buy it? And they're like, we just made it.
Yeah.
They just put a bunch of liquor and juice and stuff inside this bottle.
It's really good. But, like, that night, we had never partied so hard for somebody else's, like, or another country's independence.
We don't even party that hard for the 4th of July.
No, we don't. No, we do not. No, I do not get that drunk on the 4th of July. I do not dance with cops on the 4th of July. Something tells me they probably wouldn't approve of that.
Yeah. No.
They're trying to get their work done, and we're dancing with them.
Yep.
Nassau has been good to us.
Yeah, I feel like if there's a Senior Frogs in San Juan, we have to go.
Oh gosh, I feel like I should have talked about Senior Frogs now.
We all know that's my favorite place.
I feel like
She doesn't take me there anymore.
well, because it was my favorite place when I was young and naive, and the shots are good though.
She's old.
I am old. I will admit it. I guess we can just do this, and this is like a Nassau story time at this point. So we'll tell them the Mimi story.
Oh yeah.
Mimi.
Like, what?
Oh, Mimi. What is that place called?
Breezes?
Oh yeah. So we found this all-inclusive in Nassau. It's Breezes Resort, and you just swim. They have a bar. They have a bar at the pool, not in the pool. Like, I think there is technically a swim-up bar, but like they don't ever man it. And I think you still have to kind of like get out anyway. But it's a decent,
I'm like trying to
decent resort. Like
It's no
yeah, it's no sandals.
well, no, it's not a Mr. Sancho's.
Yeah, I don't know that I would stay there for a week.
Mm-mm.
Like, there's been many a times where like the elevator hasn't been working. But anyway, I digress. We took Mimi there with Fallon, my cousin, and we're enjoying our, like we're having a good time, like we're having some drinks, whatever. Mimi takes a nap and then wakes up.
Another bracelet. Rhapsody
Yay.
2024.
Wakes up and she's incoherent, like drunk out of her mind, can't think straight, and we didn't even think she had that many drinks.
Granted, we had our like Yeti tumblers with us, and at that point they were just filling them up at the bar.
Yeah. And then we go to get in the taxi. We're carrying her to the taxi. We get out at the terminal, and we're carrying her pretty much from like all the way down to like, I think we were like the last dock on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
And we get around the corner, and the security's already watching us. Okay, like they're standing outside because we were pretty close to time to be on. I think we had like 30 minutes left, and which is not normal for us. Normally we're very early, but she was very drunk, and it's not easy to carry somebody down the walkway because she refused to take the golf cart. I'm not getting on that. Okay. And so we get her all the way down there. I put Crystal in front. I was behind her, and I'm holding on to her, like keeping her upright. Because, I mean, obviously on the gangway, you can't walk up together. And we get through to security, and Crystal goes through. I get her through, and I'm giving her to Crystal, and then I have to go through. And the security lady stops me. She's going to her room, and I was like, yeah, that's we were just gonna put her in the cabin.
Does she need medical attention?
Oh yeah, does she need medical attention? We were like, no, she's just had a few too many to drink. She's going to her room, and we were like, okay. She doesn't come out till morning. Oh, okay, like in her room. Yeah, that's not no out till morning. Okay, like just have her sleep it off. If I see her out, she's in big trouble. I'm like, okay. Like, I wasn't planning on taking her out. Like, I'm just going to put her to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So we go up. I had to feed my cousin, obviously. Like, I mean, she's a teenager, but still. We get her food. Crystal takes it down to her. And then we go about our evening. We go see a show. I think we go to the comedy show. Like, we go about our evening, no issues. And we get back, and she has eaten what, like the butter from the potato and the sour cream.
She was like throwing her butter all over. It was like all over the place.
Yeah. And so then we had to clean her up. We got her to eat some bread and a little bit of steak, and then she woke up the next morning, and she was like, "Is it time to go to the show? When are we going to go to dinner?" We were like, "Maria, it's the next day. Do you want breakfast?" She's like, "What?" We were like, "Yeah, Maria. You got put in timeout by security. Like, are you serious?" She was so mad at herself, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she wasn't mad at us, thankfully. She was very mad at herself. She was like, I can't believe I did that. I didn't realize I drank that much. And I'm like, you did. She still argues that she didn't. But I'm like, Maria, we were literally carrying you.
Yeah, and then when we forgot the part we were at security and she wouldn't find her passport, and we didn't know to get back in from Nassau to get onto the pier.
That's right, like way back. Oh,
like
that's right.
coming out of downtown. Yeah, and they have to see your ID or your ship card or your passport, something. And
she won't give us her bag to go through it.
And
she's yelling at us.
She doesn't know where it is. And we're like, well, we don't know where it is either. It's in your bag.
But then, like, the security person there is kind of looking at us like we're, like, kidnapping her. I'm like, listen. She won't listen to us. She is 10 sheets to the wind at this point.
Like, we don't want her. Do you want her?
Right. And they kept saying, just sit over there in the chairs. We'll take her down on the golf cart. We'll take you all down on the golf cart. And Maria's like, I can walk it. And I'm like, no, you can't. It's not a fun time.
That was still one of the funniest stories. We'll have to save Dominican story time for another day.
Yeah, that's a Dominican story time day. Maria keeps us on our toes.
Yes, she does. But, yeah.
Gosh. Nassau has been good to us, though.
Can we go back?
Did we go back?
Can we go back?
No. We've been like 84 times.
No, we have not.
It feels like it.
Just 5.
It's more than 5. I feel like we've been there once every year for the last 53 years. All right. We've made 3 bracelets. We've told you we booked our flights. We've told you nothing about our hotel / Airbnb because we don't know what we're doing.
We don't know yet.
We told you 3 hilarious stories from Nassau. That's all we've got. We'll see you on Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, technically, you'll see us on Sunday. We'll see you on Monday. Bye. No, this is going to be awkward. Don't look at my pajama shorts.